The hourly charge for this one might be as low as $15 or as much as $50, depending on the customer and the work at hand. Hello and welcome back to my channel, Making Money Both Online and Offline. I'm thrilled to have you here again. Today, we'll look at 10 various internet careers that will be accessible in 2023. So grab your favorite snack and let's get started. Even if you're not currently enrolled in college or high school, you can work in these occupations. Depending on your level of skill and attention to detail, any of the vocations may be a good fit for you. I'm going to offer may pay up to $15 an hour. As a result, for the majority of the tasks I'll describe, I'd advocate using a site like Upwork. With Upwork, you can search for jobs listed by people who are actively looking for help with their projects. You could also utilize a platform like Fiverr, although I believe that Fiverr is meant more for individuals seeking freelancers than the other way around. Upwork works both ways, and there are several sites to choose from, but I believe that Fiverr is the most user-friendly. We'll begin with the least skilled profession on this list, data entry. Data input can range from translating someone else's PDF document to Word to putting data into Excel spreadsheet to creating product listings or shifting things from one online store to another. It's important to be able to take data and ensure that it's exactly the same when you're transferring it wherever it needs to go. While data entry doesn't require much experience, you will need to pay close attention to detail, especially if you're copying over important financial numbers or product names, among other things. Even for data entry tasks, I'd look first at sites like Upwork. There's also Amazon Mechanical Turk, which I believe is a fraud because the individuals that post there doesn't truly want to pay for decent work. If you use Upwork, you'll get a better rate and be able to charge $15 or more because you can set your own rate and charge what you want. A social media manager would be an excellent next step for someone in their early 20s to late 20s. You may earn money by managing other people's social media profiles. Often, this will be for an influencer or someone aspiring to be an influencer, a brand, or an e-commerce company. You may even do this for local companies such as restaurants or a doctor or chiropractor who wants to post on social media but doesn't have the time. Depending on how many individuals are engaged, a social media manager may create the post or schedule it. They may also create calendars for when items need to be uploaded and ensure that everyone keeps on track so that the schedule is followed. You would be the one who decides where they post, how frequently they post, and which channels they would focus on, such as if they receive the most business from Facebook or Instagram. Or maybe they're practicing TikTok or something social media platform. This might also include picking which channels to prioritize. This takes us to the third task, social media marketing. Social media marketing is a popular term. There are many WS courses on it, but the point is that learning how to sell is a really useful ability that businesses are prepared to pay for. When I say social media marketing, I mean sending out email campaigns and running adverts. Both of these are big revenue drivers for organizations. Therefore, they commit large resources to them. You would need to know how to run Facebook ads or ads on Instagram or Snapchat. And it would also be helpful to know how to run email campaigns. There are a lot of free and paid platforms where you can do that. And once you know one, the rest are pretty much the same. MailChimp is one of the free ones you may start with, and it's what many enterprises and small organizations use to get started. And it's simple to use, similar to a drag-and-drop application. But if you understand how to send great emails, people will pay a premium for it. The next job is a freelance writer, where you can earn more than $15 an hour if you can write at all. It's difficult to discover talent authors. If you have any knowledge of a specific topic, this work may be very rewarding. For example, you might write about money, online companies, or coaching. These three have gained a lot of popularity. When you look at the copywriting tasks, particularly those offered on Upwork, you'll see that many of them are for email campaigns or landing pages, which are similar to the first page you see when you visit someone else's website, and they're attempting to sell you something. As a result, if you've ever seen coaching landing pages or course landing pages, You're aware that these pages pay writers to produce the sales text that tries to sell you their course, services, or anything else they're marketing. However, the same is true for that, so you do not necessarily need to specialize in any one area. You can write copy specifically for emails, landing pages, articles, or anything else that interests you. The next job is a virtual assistant, which you may not have heard of if you aren't already familiar with the online job market. This is just a general term for someone who works online to assist you with any tasks you require. Although virtual assistants can do various jobs, the bulk of them will include some type of customer service assistance, such as scheduling social media postings, or, in the instance of an e-commerce firm, keeping your product listings and sales pages up to date. It might also be a basic data input or anything else the client needs help with. The hourly charge for this one might be as low as $15 or as much as $50, depending on the customer and the work at hand. The next job is a video editor, which I believe is a little more enjoyable than the others. Even if you have no prior experience editing videos, you may learn how to do so by spending a day or two on YouTube searching for tutorials. This is a valuable skill to have because so many people are attempting to create video content or incorporate it into their existing material. You will undoubtedly learn enough to get started. That's a great ability to have in general, but it's even better since you can be paid for it because there are so many people seeking video editors for their YouTube videos, Instagram videos, TikTok videos, or even online courses. The next position on the list is graphic design, which continues a similar path. Professional graphic designers usually use Photoshop and Illustrator, although there are many free online alternatives. Canva is one of them, and it also allows you to make attractive banners of various sizes for social media and websites. You may also use their templates. It is not always ideal, but it is a good place to start. A web developer or web designer is the next position that demands a little more talent, or at the very least, a little more time and effort on your side. You don't need to know much code or anything for this job. If you learn how to utilize WordPress, Squarespace, Wix, or any of the other platforms, you can construct websites for others and charge them for them. You can certainly earn more than $15 per hour doing it. Also, you may not know how to build websites right now, but if you spend a week or two watching YouTube videos and just looking things up, you can definitely start with one of those basic website builders that are kind of like drag and drop and build pretty decent websites for people who will pay you more than $15 per hour. Then, as you gain experience, you may progress to more complex website builders for which customers will pay you much more. Therefore, the ninth job is to teach English online. This has been around for some time, but now that people are willing to pay a little bit more for a good online English tutor, one popular program is called VIP Kids or VIP Kid. You tutor international children by having basic conversations with them in English and teaching them simple terms, words, and phrases. As you progress through the levels, you'll have full conversations with them and practice their sentence structure and other things. If you want to teach English online, I believe there is an entire English teaching segment on YouTube where people have a lot of fun constructing props and stuff for their lessons. If that's something you're interested in, you should look into it. Translation is the last job, which is not for everyone. But if you were lucky enough to attend a school that devoted time to teaching you a language, or if you were raised in a bilingual environment, you will be able to communicate in both languages. If you are entirely proficient in two languages and can translate things like medical records or legal documents, then translating can be something that people are prepared to pay a decent amount of money for. But if it does not have to be so complex. I know that many individuals are willing to pay to have their courses or ebooks translated into other languages, so those are alternatives as well. I hope this video has given you some job options to consider. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and I'll see you next time.